the surreal world, when things stop being polite and start getting surreal. That's the download I got coming in. We are about to enter a reality tunnel for surrealists. You may not be ready to look at life in that way, but you are going to adapt and come to a different view. This was the memo that came in here. Spirit's been trying to get through to you about something for a long time, giving you plenty of hits about a situation that you are dealing with, plenty of hints as well about the best course of action to take in a situation or what your next move should be, trying to get through to you in ways that you have kind of bypassed, ignored, swept under the rug. And so now things are going to have to start getting weird for you to get the memo. That's what I got. 122 on the clock. All right. We're setting a reality tunnel here. If you're drawn to this read, there's something coming in for you. I felt really drawn to bring in the ARCANE BS deck around this one. I mean, you don't get more surreal than that. So let's just dive in and see what wants to come through here. What's going on here? What is this reality tunnel we're entering here? Ooh, okay. Well, somebody has gotten free of some tentacles here. This could have been somebody that they were connected to. This could be a particularly witchy character who used to have control at one point, but somebody has cut the cord in this situation. They saw where they needed to make those cuts and they executed this. There's a freedom of energy, and latent energy has been freed up here. You know, for a long time, they underestimated the influence that this particular character was having on them with the coming through here. They didn't really think it was much of anything. They didn't really label it as anything at all. I feel that this was more of a kind of like a casual connection, casual hookup sort of energy or flirtation, or maybe they viewed this person to not really be such a destructive force or to be some kind of element in their life that was the source of some kind of destruction that was really taking root, maybe blocking creativity that wanted to come through, blocking new beginnings, maybe even cock blocking. It's coming in, I have to say. They may have thought that this person that they were dealing with was sort of like elementary. That's what I got. It's like they downgraded them. They didn't really see them as being somebody who had any sort of power. In fact, they might have thought this is somebody that they could sort of manipulate or have some power or control over. And then it was like they got lured in by this sort of false front, false pretense here. They got lured in. They thought that they were playing this person. They were actually being played by this individual. Like a moth to a flame, they went. And I feel like this character showed them something of a blind spot, all right? Something of a blind spot. They thought this individual couldn't see. They actually could see quite well. And they may also be adept, okay, in the occult arts. They really got their tentacles on this person for a while, but somebody just cut the cord on this character here. That's what I got. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this energy that was corded in for the collective. Tell me more about this energy that was corded in for the collective. Tell me more about this energy that was corded into the collective. Oh, yes. It's the source of an infinite cosmic mess here, right? They did make a big mess of things. It's sort of like when you think that there's an influence in your environment that's unassuming, so you kind of like downgrade it in your mind. You don't think it really has the power to cause you any issues. You may even think that you have this firmly under your control, and you let something get away with you. For some of you, it's your ego got away with you. You got a little too big for your britches. You were sitting on your high horse, something like this. And then somebody surprised you. They surprised you when they seized control of a situation. They had more of a lay of the land than you thought they did, all right? But something has come to light here, and you've since cut yourself free from this energy. What do we got here? We got the beefcake, all right? We got the beefcake, okay? So there's somebody coming in here to lend some muscle to a situation, to reclaim a lost opportunity, something that was hung up down there in the South Node for a while. I have to say, it came to an ending. There's somebody who's keeping a watchful eye on this situation, and they have their sights set on a certain outcome. They may actually even have been trying to manifest this outcome. This could have been somebody who was trying to grab a hold of an opportunity with a particular character here, and they had their sights set. This could be a chaos magician. This could be somebody that pleasures themselves to raise energy, I have to say. This is somebody who's been keeping their eye on you. They may have worked a bit with a little bit of that sex magic, I have to say. And, you know, all the while, you may have thought that you were this person's guide with the guru, or that you were the one who was leading them, but actually they were the ones steering you in this case. This is somebody, again, it's almost like you didn't see their true identity. You didn't see their true identity signature, so you sort of underestimated their influence. Okay, what's this about? What is this about? What's this rolling in here? And it looks like somebody may be making some kind of offer here. There's more than just their eyes on you, though. This is like somebody coming in by proxy of another to make an offer to you. What is this about? The bird, book, snake thing. Yes, this is somebody who thinks that they're being really sly, actually. This person is a little bit egocentric. They think that they have answers to everything. It's almost like they overestimate their knowledge. They know a lot about more, how can I put this? More subterranean matters. Like, they know a lot about navigating the more shadowy terrain, but they have trouble accessing the light. And this may be somebody who's wanting to tap into your light. And when I say your light, I mean like your creative force, what you're actively creating. They might have been trying to go about this through more shadowy means, you know, tapping into your energy, sending it around monitoring spirits, which are really just sending people in proxy of them actually approaching you themselves and asking for this information. They're sending somebody in, but it's almost like it's a lure, you know, with this beefcake energy here. It's like, this looks really good. So maybe you might be susceptible to letting down your guard and spilling the beans in a situation, giving them all the keys, giving them all the keys, giving them all the codes, giving them entry into areas that have been previously blocked off. Initials T and N could be playing a role. Okay. This person wants to rise in an area of influence. In an area of influence, it feels like an influence over you, but they don't know how to gain access. So they're sending somebody in ahead of them to find a way in. T and N. Interesting. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, yes, the pantless beekeeper. This is somebody who knows that they can't come in and approach you because they kind of got caught with their pants down already. This person's already been outed on a certain level. And they know that you can charm others more with honey than you can with vinegar. So they're sending in these busy bees to get busy with you to form connections. You know, they're hoping to move things forward in a productive way. Somebody's experiencing like some kind of embarrassment or some kind of sting as a result of their actions. They're trying to contain what seems like it's a bit of a community issue here. They've tried to gain access or manipulate in more subversive means. That's not working. So now they're sending somebody in proxy. Okay, what's going on here? Why are they trying to get connected with you? Why are they trying to tap into your energy? What is this about? What is the end result? What are they trying to achieve here? What's going on? What's going on in this situation? Oh, they realize they're not in a position of power like they thought they were. This is somebody who has used, others as a footstool to step on up. And they may have been in a position of power for a while, and they were rather enjoying that 11:11 on the clock, but something is now coming to a close here. The keys of the kingdom are being lost. And those that they took advantage of are about to rise up, right? King Fancy here. King Fancy might have some accounting for here. Yeah, and I think that it may be King Fancy who's sending in this character here. We got Annihilation. This is somebody who seems very unassuming. They look good. The presentation is good. It doesn't seem threatening, but it is. It's designed on annihilation. This person's bite is worse than their bark. That's what I just heard. You always got to be careful for the silent but deadly ones. All right? Yes, this person doesn't come in with a lot of fanfare, but they do have quite a bite to them. You do need to be aware of this character. The way they bite back is by undermining your loyalties, is what I just heard. Ooh, okay. Why is this coming around? What did you do in the past that has this character wanting to undermine your loyalties? What is this about? And gain access to something that you have protected here, or that you've blocked people off from. Well, they just wanted you to stay in your old role. They wanted you to continue to nurture the old cycle with a woman breastfeeding a VCR here. They wanted you to stay in that game of Groundhog's Day, I have to say. Yes, this is somebody who is a thief, and they wanted to store that mana from your heart. I think about the heart, and I think about the ojas, the nectar of life. Like somebody knows that the way to really access your power is to find their way into your heart. It was 13:13 on the clock when I said that. Only when somebody finds entry to your heart do they really gain your true power, your mana. And somebody here has been exposed. They've been caught with their pants down. They're feeling the sting of that. They know that they can't find a way in anymore. They want the ojas. They want the power. That's what it's about. They want the power. Their elixir of life. So they're like sending somebody in their place. It's sort of like somebody to be their representative, somebody to be their wingman, somebody who looks good that they feel can weaken your defenses and have you spilling your secrets so they can get back the keys to this kingdom, or somebody can get close enough to you to gain access to certain information. And they know the only way to do this and to sort of like restart a cycle is to try to come into the heart. But this is a wasp, right? This is a very antagonistic energy. This is also an energy that feels like you are not allowed to experience any fulfillment of your heart with another. This is a very territorial energy. This goes way back. And they may feel like at one time you did something to steal a heart away from them, or that you stole their heart and then you left them hanging. It might be a matter of pride here. It's got like old resentment, old grudge energy here. Somebody's not wanting you to experience some kind of fulfillment. They feel like you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. There's purification that needs to happen here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay, that looks like Aquarius energy big time. Old man pouring water on the eyeball. Okay, so this is about a need for purification from some kind of covetous energy, jealous energy. This is very envious energy. It's got like Malokio vibes, evil eye energy there. Somebody needs to clear their third eye. And I don't mean their brown eye, but maybe they do need to flush some of this shit out because it's a little old here. You know, the intestines are all about fear, okay? Somebody has a fear of letting something go, but this is old shit. It needs to get moving already. You would be wise to just do a little bit of cleansing right now, okay? I do feel like somebody has really got their sights set on you. This is coming through quite a bit. Look at all this energy. I do feel like it's losing its grip though, right? Because we had this energy come in here to open it up, but it was in reverse, right? So this used to really have a hold on you. I feel like somebody used to have access to your energy that doesn't have access to your energy anymore. And so it's acted as a weakening force. And now they're starting to experience a lot of disruption as a result of that because they can't sort of like feed off your energy or utilize you in some way that gains them some kind of advantage. And so now everything is sort of like falling apart, you know? Everything's falling apart. So they're sending somebody in their place to try to warm things up. They're hoping they can get it in. They're hoping they can gain access to certain information, certain knowledge, right? Somebody realizes that the control they once had that had them kind of gloating and feeling like they were really on top of the world or had something over on another, or they had somebody put in their place in a subservient position. It's King Fancy energy. They know time's up on this. So there's some desire to act fast, to pull somebody into an old cycle. Do some cleansing, then you'll see this clearly. If you have any kind of confusion, do notice the way your energy is influenced when this character comes around. There's something to be mindful of here. Why do they want your power? What is this about? Why are they trying to feed off you in this way? It's got like energy harvester vibes. Why are they trying to get tapped into you in this way? What is this about? Why? What are they wanting? I know there's some bitterness in the heart here. There's some feeling of you're not allowed to ever feel fulfillment in your heart. In their eyes, this is somebody who really just holds on to things too much. They don't know how to let go. This is the provider, but it fell on the ground. See, this person can't provide. They can't provide. They present themselves like they got this big, strong energy. You know, we got stag energy here. This is how they present themselves. But really, this is their true energy. This is the secret they keep locked inside. Right? It's the elephant in the room. There's something here that's been hidden for a while. This is also somebody coming in under false pretenses. You know what I mean? They're coming in with somebody who's sort of like softening the entry. That's what it's got. You know, somebody coming in to soften the entry, get you to let down your guard. Probably because this person feels a bit like an imposter. They may show this face to the world where it's like really confident, really strong, but inside they don't feel like that. They might be sending in somebody to like act as their wingman or to, you know, sort of soften their entry here, get them in the loop of what's going on with you so they have a better understanding of this situation. They might want to transform a situation with you, but they don't really feel safe doing that until they have some understanding about what's going on here. I got worm their way in. This is somebody who wants to worm their way in. I feel like because they got themselves in some kind of mess. What they may not know, though, is I feel like this person has their own designs for moving forward. They might be sending in this person to help them, but this person knows, you know, what they want for themselves. They might want this trophy, I have to say. It's almost being viewed as like a trophy, a prize, you know? This energy's been coming in the past couple of days, so I don't know what this is about. I mean, this is something that should have been flushed a long time ago with urinal death here. I think of urine too. I think of like cats. I think of cats like marking their territory. Okay, so there could be some catty energy around this. Give me more details about this. Give me more details about this. What's needed? What does the collective need to do in order to, you know, stay in a power position in this situation where they're not giving away their power or getting attached to these situations. Wow, that really flew out. You need to keep an eye out for these bottom feeders, man, because this is nothing but trouble. This is nothing but trouble. You should be gun shy in this situation. You should toss this aside. You know what this is about when this comes around. This is also energy that, like I said, it kind of comes and presents itself as being really strong or having more might than it really does. It's actually, you know, it's shrimp energy. It's bottom feeder energy. This is energy that doesn't present itself forthright, right? It works more subversively. There could be some, you know, nefarious elements in play here, some seedy elements in play here. I heard syndicate, okay, like crime syndicate. So there could be some connections here too that you need to be aware of, some unsavory connections. Something you would do better to just like keep your distance from, you know, be mindful of who you're connecting with at this time and what their intentions are. Somebody might be in a little bit of trouble. All right, they might be in a real mess here. They might be afraid that the book's about to be thrown at them and they're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? Certainly that could apply on, you know, more of a surreal level. This could be like, oops, you know, that was a misfire. It's all about to backfire now. Okay, I could see that. All right. I could also see this going down in 3D reality. Somebody's got themselves in some trouble. They're in over their head. They may be hiding out, you know, and they are the elephant in the room. They're needing to conceal their identity. There could be somebody coming forward that's sort of presenting themselves like some kind of hero. They're here to save the day, 23:23 on the clock. This person is coming through as this person's representative, like they're here to save the day. They were actually part of this chaos and they're directly tied into it. There's two here, do you see? There's two here. And they're both trigger happy. I have to say. They got trigger fingers, man. Shot through the heart. And you're to blame. You get none of that. I don't know. These may be sort of like Don Juan, you know, Casanova, Lothario types that play people too. Play people for what they can gain, you know. That's how they steal, with their love gun. Be aware of any seedy arrangements that you allow yourself to get entangled in here, because you might really not realize what you're signing on for here, right? Yeah, what happens if the collective buys into this? How will it affect them if they are suckered for this and they get entangled with these characters here? You got something suspicious approaching you. They're there to figure out what's going on with you. Oh, yeah. See, if you think that you're going to enter into some kind of alliance here, especially if you feel like you got like Illuminati vibes, like it's us against the world. Yeah, let's team up together. You know, they may be coming in to sort of like point out others. They may be trying to point out, like, you know, if there were shots fired, they may be trying to set a couple up to take the fall for that, you know. Somebody they view as beneath them or expendable, okay? So they're coming into you like acting like they're giving you some kind of hidden knowledge and we need you to team up with us on this. But do you see we got the Ouroboros here? And there's something here that should have been digested a long time ago and it's severed here. They don't want this cycle to come to a close. They're trying to cut it off before it comes to a close. We got this owl medicine here. So there is something that's hidden. There's also likely something going on an occult level in this situation for sure. This could have something to do with like secret society stuff, behind the scenes stuff, okay? A group of people who get together, maybe they work with the Hermetic arts. This is possible. They work a lot with the Seal of Solomon. Whoever this is, they like to do a lot of this sort of like summoning kind of work. There's something here you should not sign on for, though, and you would be wise to keep your mouth shut, because I feel like this is a case of trading places. They want to put you in the belly of this beast where you'll be so effing effed, and then the book will be thrown at you. And when you get a look at what you traded places for and what you signed on for, oh, you'll be regretting giving them access to your knowledge, giving them access to you. Trust this. Don't think it's nothing. Don't think it's nothing. Oh, it's probably nothing. Or you'll end up so effing effed in this situation. You'll be the one that crashes and burns here. Let me tell you. You need to be tight-lipped about this. There is some advance coming your way. This could tie into the read that came in earlier. Cut the deck. Whoever this is who's approaching you, you know, they do like to come off very strong. Beefcake energy, you know, it's a mask. It's a mask for, in some way, you know, the true power that they really do hold. They come forward like they hold a lot of power. They throw their weight around, whoever this person is. And they do come forward in such a way like they're an authority in this situation. 2808 on the clock there, okay? So they feel like you coming into alignment with them is in your best interest. It really is the best way for you to move forward. That's how they're going to spin it here. 333, okay, be on the lookout here for this particular number sequence, 333. When you start seeing 333 a lot, that means this is about to come in, all right? It's got like chariot energy. Somebody's actually going to move forward, move towards you. They're a pit bull driving a tiny truck, right? Like I said, you know, and you think about pit bulls, when they bite down on something, they get that lockjaw. This is somebody who they got a bone to pick with you and they're not willing to let it go. But they're not coming forward in that way. They're not coming forward in such a way that they're coming forward like upfront about that. Their true intention is concealed here. That's because they're in some kind of insecure position, but they're just going to sweep that under the rug. They're coming forward with this really like sort of like strong, empowered stance. They're definitely pouring it on real thick. They may be flirtatious, or they may be trying to make an opportunity or an offer look really tantalizing. Be careful here. This is something you don't want to revive, okay? It's like whipping a dead horse, and you don't got enough spoons for this. Let this pass out here, right? The thing is you might have taken some kind of action recently to cut off their power source. You took your power back. Don't get roped into this, man, or you will regret it. It'll be a real shame if you're loyal to this. It will sabotage you. It will sabotage you. This person's ailing. They need a power up. That's how it's coming through. They need a power up. How will you be negatively impacted on a like 3D level if you let this character in? A lot of this is happening on the energetic level. You might have felt people trying to like tap into your energy. You've been taking steps to secure the perimeter. All right. So it won't be long though if you allow this energy in before it actually starts to root in the 3D. You should knock this energy out of the park, man. Baseball goat here. All right. You're very resilient. I think you've been used to stuff flying at you, or used to people tapping into your energy, or used to a certain influence coming at you. You've gotten pretty good, you know, at being able to like just, you know, knock it out of your energy field, all right? And just, you know, give it another good heave-ho here. You need to stay resilient against this energy because you're about to hit a home run. And there's something here that's trying to be intercepted by these characters to weaken your position. You do need to be aware of this. You do need to be aware of this. What's the reward? What's the reward if you don't fall into your old patterns? What's the reward if you keep moving forward, if you keep your sights set on where you're going? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So this is interesting. So yes, you've dealt with this before. You've already experienced what's in this cup before. You know it's a gross cup. You don't want this. You should ward against this. You know, there's something here that is trying to sort of like present itself. Maybe when you ask it questions to whoever this character is, I'm saying ask it. Okay, so it's an energy that's trying to form like connection, attachment with you. You may feel this energy come in. You may have even asked like, why are you here? Why are you trying to tap in? Right? This is something that's happening on more of a surreal level. So I think you've already been sort of like grappling with this energy. You recently blocked this energy from being able to gain access to you. But I feel like pretty soon here, you're going to get somebody reaching out to you in the 3D, you know? They're sending somebody in proxy, okay, to sort of like have you weakening your defenses. I got that. And you do need to be aware of this. You may ask this particular person questions. You may have asked this energy, like, who are you? Why are you here? And they wouldn't give you any answers. It says, I have no effing clue. Okay. But notice they're wearing a crown here. So this is somebody who they do have certain understanding. This is this King Fancy energy here. They're playing off like they have no clue. They're clueless. They don't understand what's going on here. But at one point, whatever energy this was, it was a mastermind energy, and it was in a position of power. They're trying to ride something out as we're entering into a new cycle with a raptor riding a dolphin in space here. And it's like, this old stuff can't come forward. Like this is not moving forward into the new cycle. It's outdated. You recognize it. You recognize the energy signature of it, and you recognize what this approach is about too. They're going to present like they don't have any clue in this situation. This is somebody, they're hungry. They need to be fed. They're hungry for the energy. It's like their survival depends on it. Their survival depends on it with the shark medicine there. There's the 3 again. Shark, trombone, and sandwiches, okay? Number 3 here. There could be 3 that are hungry in this situation. They need a power up. They could be musicians. That's a possibility there. Got the rat trout, all right? So I think that you need to continue to just sort of play it real, like sort of like, you know, play it stealth. Play it stealth as you're moving forward. And you know how to suss out a rat. You know how to suss out when something's suspicious, okay? So, you know how to handle that situation. Just be nice and sweet, okay? Be nice and sweet. Give them a little sweet tea medicine, you know what I'm saying? A little of that Southern hospitality. You could be dealing with somebody from the South. They could have the initials A or B, all right? This person wants you to be in this position where you can't make up your own mind, but they don't know that you've already cleansed away something here. You've cleansed away I went to say communication, but I wanted to say confusion. So this could be the source of why this communication is coming in. They see that you've gotten liberated on some level here. You're not under the mind control anymore. You're not buying into the programming here. And they want to come in real quick to try to put you back in this place where you don't feel really empowered or certain in your choices, where you can start feeling divided again, not sure what direction you should head in. We got rock and we got paper here. Interesting. Interesting. Rock versus paper here. Paper comes from trees. So something that, shook you at the root level before. Maybe you went too far up into the ether, you weren't able to ground something. It kept you too much in like fantasy land, in this like divided place. And look at hungry like the wolf. Yes, very hungry for your energy. This is a multiple party situation here. Got at least 5 people involved in this mix. There's one like kind of like kingpin sort of energy. This king fancy is in charge of it all. They're sending in their wingman to try to soften things here. I don't think you'll have any problems sussing this out. And again, I do got that message, this person may work with chaos magic. They may use with the sexual energy to raise power. All right. They may be somebody who works quite a bit with the occult arts here. They may even work with a little group of people here, I have to say. And, everybody is hungry here. And so they're bitching at this person and they're saying like, go take care of this matter. It's getting out of control. Somebody secretly likes it. I think this wingman secretly likes that it's getting out of control. They like seeing this person in this position. This person's catching some heat right now. They're catching some heat. Some people are starting to turn on them. They want some answers. Somebody here is just really like in their head in this situation. They're like, I knew I shouldn't have gotten entangled in this mess, man. Hang in there. Yeah, it's pretty hot. See, this is the energy. They want to try to, flip up the script. This is where they are right now. They're in the hang in there, and they want to put you in this position. They want to trade places with you. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. And I do feel like there's seduction. This is what's going to be what's used to kind of like lure you in this situation. I don't care what you have to do. Do not give person access to your inner sanctum here. Do not. Look at all this like hanged energy, hang in there, hangman energy. This will hang you up. It's like you just got free of this energy that's moving you out of the crossroads. You get entangled in this and it will hang you up. It will. And see, it's really tricky. You could be gratified by your ego and, you could get looped into this and then you could find yourself, hung up in this situation. And in fact, they're going to cater to your ego in this situation to try to gain access in that way. Really think about this new beginning here. Think about this opportunity they are presenting you. You have already gained a certain knowledge in the past. You need to really stay connected to that at this time. I advise you not to do anything with anybody that you've had questions about that is coming forward in a way where they're trying to lure you in with seduction. You got to really trust your instincts here. I'm telling you, if it walks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, it's a duck. don't F a duck, okay? Don't. You got to trust your instincts in this situation. Because like I said, whoever is approaching you here, they're wearing a mask. They're acting like it's just them, and they're letting you know about all these secrets that have been kept from you and everything that's been hidden from you, and they're here to help you out. They are not. They are representing a whole group of people here. It's not just them. If you let this in, you don't just get this cat, you get the whole litter box. And I don't think you want to be on that litter box cleanup duty. Don't be like a cat licking its butt for all of eternity here, right? This is just like, you already know this is going to leave you with a bad taste in your mouth. You don't want to go back in this direction. You don't. You don't. I encourage you to just keep on keeping on, right? You're moving on up. I feel like you're moving on up dimensionally. You've been doing a lot of timeline hopping here. And in fact, I see that only continuing. You need to stay focused. You need to stay focused on that focal point. Keep your focus. Don't get caught up in the hall of illusion. Don't. Because what you think, oh, it's okay, you know, it's an innocent thing. Or even if you think, oh, I have mastery over this situation, I can handle it, I can entertain this. Annihilation. Be careful what you're loyal to now. I really have to tell you. There's a lot of illusion here. And it's almost like this is being presented to you to see if you are really ready to go to the next level. It's a test. It's a test. It's a test. Hangman energy coming in pretty strongly there. Pretty strongly. You could be dealing with, let's see what kind of energies came through here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius with that owl medicine that came in. They are owl in native totem birth astrology. You could be dealing with somebody born in the year of the rat. You could be a rat. You could be any of these signs too. Okay, you could be a Sagittarius. You could be a rat, or this could be who's approaching you. You could be dealing with somebody who was born in the year of the cat in Chinese astrology, which is in some traditions is the year of the rabbit. Okay. You could be dealing with a wolf. You could be dealing with a Pisces. They're wolf in native birth totem astrology. See any energies we got here? Any other energies? You could be dealing with a goat. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Somebody born in the year of the dog. Somebody born in the year of the monkey. A lot of serpent references too coming in here. Okay, interesting. All right, let's get a final cut of the deck here to see what the target should be in order to really hit the mark. What comes in on the right side is where your focal point should be and what you need to do in order to pass this test. And then we'll let what's on the bottom of the left represent what it looks like if you hit the mark. Yeah, you need to give that a good flushing, okay, with king shit. You need to stay in your power. You need to tell this thing to F off. You're not here for the bullshizer. You could be dealing with a bull. You could be dealing with somebody who was born in the year of the ox. You could be dealing with a Taurus in this situation, possible. You got time on your side. You got Kala on your side, Mahakala on your side here to protect you as a devourer of all enemies of truth. So there's something you really need to stand your ground on here. Flip flop rolls as you need to, okay? But this is you standing in your power. It could be you bringing forward your bullish nature, all right? Being really stubborn. Thou shalt not pass. I'm letting this out and I'm flushing it down the toilet. We're not going back here again. I'm protecting the birth of my new beginnings, okay? So this is the stance that you need to hold. I feel like somebody is experiencing ending. Oh, we did have that skeleton energy that came through too, and the horse, okay? You could be dealing with somebody born in the year of the horse. You could be dealing with a Scorpio in this matter as well. Okay. I feel like it is a swap situation, but before this swap takes place on 3D, somebody wants to try to swap it back by, getting a hold of your energy again on 5D. You know what I'm saying? It's like energetically they're trying to bypass this before it manifests in material reality, which is a changing of the guards. It's you getting the keys back to the kingdom that was once swiped from you here. All right. It's a turning of tables moment, but you got to be careful. Don't let this energy in. And for those of you who like to do freaky deaky on astral and you're connecting on that level with somebody, that's not smart right now at all, because it's actually weakening you and you need to be careful of this. Okay. So you need to give this the finger, you need to flush it, and this will protect your new beginnings. Whoo! Yeah, because I'm telling you, man, if you get tempted, look what happens here. It's all corded into you again. It may look good, it's not. This is going to drain your power. It's going to block your new beginning. This is like, this should be forbidden fruit. Yep. If you're silly here, if you're silly and you jump into this, if you take a leap into this and go, oh, forget it, I can throw caution to the wind, you are leaping out of the frying pan and into the fire, man. I have to tell you. And then look at that. Queen of Holes. You thought this was the door of opportunity. You thought you were going to get the keys back to the kingdom. Oh, no. Everything's just corded into you here. You would be wise to just let this ride, man, and instead step into your empowerment here as Chaos Mom and use your energy to birth a new beginning here. But I will tell you, if you connect with this person on a sensual level, they will harvest your energy. That's what they're there for. And they want to just get to this position where they can be on the rise. All right. It's a parasitic kind of energy. So you need to be aware of this character and aware of their intentions. They're not going to give you a straight answer here. They won't. They won't. Their goal is to mislead you. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah. Got King, bottom of the deck energy. This is going to come through here in Leo season. You could be dealing with a Leo in relation to this matter that wants a new beginning. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius or somebody born in the year of the horse. It comes in again, okay? Basis of the matter. This could be a clue about some of the characters that may be approaching you, what you need to be on the lookout for. All right. This is where you really are going to be tested on how tapped in you are. Are you really able to trust your intuition? Are you able to read the room? Are you able to really have the kind of understanding that is not so easily swayed by glimmery things or promises of worldly advancement, or what seems like, I just heard a reason to gloat. Okay, be aware of this. It could be your downfall. Whoever this is, they cater to the ego. They may think that you have a big ego, and so it'll be really easy to take advantage of you in this regard. I'm not going to take all those. This just kind of, look, there's no love here. There's no love here. There isn't. Love in reverse. Big horse energy here. This is also somebody who will never commit, okay? They may come in selling that fantasy. They won't. This person will never commit. This is somebody who wants to have just casual hookup energy, or that's how they want to use you. And they want to drain you of a bit of your magic. And that's the best way they know how to gain access to your secrets and your energy, is to tap into you on the sensual level. So this person will say whatever they have to say to find an in, right? Telling you, man, modern dating, again, it comes out in reverse again. And if this person tells you they're free and they're single, they're not. They come with somebody else attached to them. You got the 3 energy here. Remember, pay attention to those 3s. This is going to let you know when you got this energy coming towards you. You need to be mindful of this here. This could even be a couple that is like working you to gain some kind of upper hand or advantage. Yep. And I just exposed them. There's that fox in the hen house, camouflage blown. Be aware of this, man. This won't have an opportunity to throw you off balance, okay? This energy is whipping back around. I'm telling you, this energy is so coming through right now that there's energy that's been moving, you know, subversively, energy that's been moving left, energy that's feeling depleted, wanting to like tap back in, try to, you know, work out some scheme to gain access to what they're losing access to. I mean, it's just not being played with at this time. The energies that are rolling out right now are about bringing things in balance. And someone in here is going to deal with some consequences of their actions. That's what it looks like.